The hell happened here? Hasn't happened yet. There are some things in life one truly regrets. Mine being seeing Tenet on a Monday and not reviewing it till a Thursday. Somehow, Christopher Nolan has taken it farther than he's ever gone before. And that says a lot considering that the name I'm telling you is Christopher Nolan. Tenet is a beautiful mind freak. It's the biggest Jesus Christ, what did I witness in quite some time. From the opening shot, it demands your focus and attention, and you've got to be invested. And when it ends, you'll be in shock. You don't know what you've just went through, but what you do know is that it was beautiful, action-packed, tense, gorgeous, slick, fun, brilliant, and really damn smart. It's been 4 days, and what I've unpacked is just the tip of the iceberg. Honestly, for most of the runtime, I was just too caught up in the spectacle of it all. It was only after finishing it and thinking about it that the puzzle pieces started to click. I know for a fact that I'll be thinking about this one for a long time. The execution of Tenet is what matters, and for me, it was executed brilliantly. Just thinking about the movie hurts my head. So, I'll be honest. For some of you, Tenet is going to be a frustrating experience. But I do believe that if you're focused and you're invested in the story, you're gonna walk out of it feeling very rewarded. Christopher Nolan directs and writes the hell out of it. Hoytema shoots the stunning hell out of it, and Göransson blares the beautiful hell out of it. On a technical level, I have no complaints. Tenet is truly a marvel, a symphonic feast of gorgeous ideas, visuals, and sounds mashed into an experience truly meant for the big screen. Every single scene is a spectacle, and boy oh boy did I miss movie theater sound systems. If there's any director that can make sound that good, it's Christopher Nolan. The characters themselves are nothing groundbreaking, but the actors are fan-freaking-tastic. John David Washington, Robert Pattinson, and Elizabeth Debicki rule and radiate the screen with charisma, grace, wit, and charm. What I'm saying is, they're amazing. On that note, we have great supporting performances from Brana, Kapadia, Patel, Taylor Johnson, and Poesi. This cast is truly marvelous. A sight to behold. About halfway through Tenet, I suddenly had a big smile on my face. Even though it was buried under 2 layers of masks, I could still feel it. That smile is what I love about movies and what I've missed so much for these past few months. It's that moment when it all comes together and you know what's going to go down and you can't wait for it to happen. Now, Tenet is not the kind of film one can truly understand after seeing once. It is one hell of an enigma. I do think that in order for Tenet to be fully appreciated, and more importantly, fully understood, it needs to be seen more than once. Although Tenet is not his most audacious effort, it is definitely his most ambitious. Christopher Nolan managed to do what many of us thought was impossible. Nolan out-Nolaned himself. I genuinely mean it when I say that Tenet is meant to be experienced in theaters. I'm pretty sure that it's the first and most quintessential theater experience of 2020. Once it is safe for you to do so, I urge you all to consider seeing Tenet on the big screen. For some of you, it just might not be worth the risk, and I totally understand that. But for those of you who might be interested, make sure to take precautions, bring sanitizer, and please stay safe. Try not to buy concessions either. Taking the mask off inside the theater is not worth it. And honestly, you can't leave this movie for even a minute anyways. In summary, believe the hype. Tenet is here and is here to stay for quite some time. And if you're living in an area where it's just not safe, or if it's not even playing where you are right now, in the words of Aaron Burr from Hamilton, wait for it. Tenet might not be Christopher Nolan's best film. It's definitely his most confusing, but nevertheless, it's still a triumphant, wondrous sight to behold and a splendid mind frick of a journey worth taking. It's too early to say if Tenet is the one that'll save cinemas, but I do think that it's ushered in the return of the theatrical experience. On a side note though, I do think I'm becoming a Robert Pattinson stan. He just seems like a cool human being, and he's such a great actor. He's good in this too, and his chemistry with John David Washington is fantastic. And speaking of John David Washington, I love John David Washington, so if you haven't seen BlacKkKlansman, make sure to watch BlacKkKlansman. The thing about Tenet is, Tenet was already under so much hype and pressure even before the pandemic came and shut down cinemas and delayed movies. And with everything that's gone on in the film industry in the last few months, what Tenet has been tasked with is a very overwhelming job. So the question is, does Tenet deliver? In my opinion, it does. But the only way for you to find out is to check it out yourself. Movies are back, Tenet is here, stream the plan, and have a great long weekend. Hasn't happened yet. What the hell happened here?